Good morning, everybody. Crazy out there, isn't it? There's a lot of things going on. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm looking at my microphone and it is not moving. Okay, you can hear me. I'm not sure why my microphone's kooky. Well, either way. Yeah, the world out there is kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. And I just wanted to come on here. I'm not feeling the best, but I definitely needed some community interaction because of the storms and going on, not just here in the U.S., but I think there was some going on in other parts of the world, and collectively, what how scary for all of the people. I'm still waiting to hear back from someone I know in Asheville, and they're one of my. We always talk about how community is so important in the spiritual stuff, and she was one of the first members of the community that I met. So I'm waiting to hear from her and her beautiful family, and I'm just wondering, anybody else out there know anybody in the parts that got hit really hard? So Rooted Willow says, so far all my friends have checked in. That's great. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, full disclosure. Today's the best I've felt in about a week because I've had a cold. I traveled. I traveled and I picked up a little bug along the way. So I gave it to my family because I'm very sharing. And yeah. Okay, so Rooted Willow lives in Lexington, South Carolina, and they lost power and the river has flooded. Linda says that they're safe in eastern North Carolina. Yeah, it's so incredibly um, it's devastating where there's a town and now there's not a town. And I mean, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong because I wasn't feeling very well during this, all of the news that was being shared. But I feel like um, some of the places that were hit really hard weren't expecting to be hit that hard. And now like there's, they're waiting for help, like food and I mean, electricity's a really far way out for them time-wise to get. So I think together maybe we could do a community, uh, like a little collective thing today. Are you guys okay with that? I know you will be. You guys are awesome. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so Rooted Willow says, yeah, definitely not. The hospital was on backup generator and your mom is still there. And that's just it. It's like it hits the people that are living there, and then for us that are waiting to hear if everybody's okay, and that's really when the community kicks in, because some of the things that I saw with social media is that, people can post, "Hey, I need some help. The road is closed," and then the word spreads in a way where in the past, you know, we didn't have social media or the internet or whatnot. So it's nice to have that extra tool in the tool belt for help. And yeah, La Luna says it's been heavy on my mind. Yeah. Hi, Annie Bear. Yep. So today, what we're gonna do is just we're just gonna we're just gonna meet here and um, first of all, always working on ourselves first, so we can help others. I know for me, I'm just getting better from a cold, and so I'll do what I can, and yeah, and I feel like if we could all just come together, we'll work on our energy ourselves, just to give ourselves a just to settle ourselves and maybe find some inner harmony, and then just really hold space for the people out there that are figuring out um, figuring out what to do in those storm areas. Good morning, Lori. Yeah, Annie Bear says I'm being gentle with myself and others. It would be kind of neat. A thought just popped into my head. If we just asked, I'm just gonna ask, you guys can too, like what would be the best question here? Okay, we're gonna start with no, I have to word it right, they say. Okay, so they're talking about stepping stones, like how how can we be the stepping stones for the most benevolent outcome um, for others today? How can we become the stepping stones for the most benevolent outcome for others today? So I feel grief and heartache and loss, and what they were showing me is how one is rescued from rushing water. We can't do it with just one people. They're saying it's like when we all hold hands and we wade out into the current, to really all work together to help, like hand in hand, embracing one another, being each other's support as we reach out for others. So I think that's a beautiful idea. Um, they want me to ask, did you guys get anything? Hi, Kaylee. Welcome. We are just doing a community thing today because I'm not feeling the best and there's a lot going on out there. So what we're going to do is I just asked what can we do to to be the most benevolent outcome today with all of us here, and they were talking about how a lot of times it helps collectively. Like if we're trying to help somebody in a current, in the water, in the river, in the flood, um, that we all brace ourselves hand in hand um, to kind of go out into the current to help other people. But it's all of us holding on to one another. If we were to do that alone, we would get swept up in it too. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just get together and do our best with that energetically. Lori says, I'm safe in Texas. We got hit with another one earlier this season. Heartbroken for others, and my home flooded during Harvey. I know what it is like to have everything destroyed. Oh. And Annie Bear says, hugging myself helps stay clear headed. That's good. And La Luna says, gratitude for the little things, which are big things when we no longer have them. And neighbors. Yeah. Well, let's all be collective neighbors today. Today's not going to be a long session, but let's do what we can and just get comfortable where you are. How could you be more comfortable in this moment right now? Help us be the stepping stones for the most benevolent outcome for the situations out there right now. Calling our guides closer, our people and our helpers, calling you closer to help us. Coming in for a collective huddle, a very close circle with many layers of different people and helpers and people of service, and our angel friends, our unseen friends coming to help us as we're all huddled over. And we put our hands on the ground and we feel the hum of energy within us. Feeling the energy within us first. And then going up through our helpers and our helpers, this energy just building and radiating. Building and boosting. Kutita, 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 makotata mamaka shewa. Matutano manamako ishimatiatia. Mausha matia unkukuku. Yanui tama shima kuiwa. Matui ka o shamayewa. Matuamaku. Makuyewa nui ka o shamatiewa. And just like the seeds of a flower, with our hands on the ground, we feel some of the seeds falling on the ground, and some of them are going out to the side and upwards. The seeds of us. Searching and searching for the ones that might need assistance. Even if it's a brief moment of of peace. Talking to the earth. What can we do to help? What can we do to help? Supporting the natural. Seeing the areas of instability, and asking the tree roots to grow, and the other roots and stems. Even the ocean is helping. They're sending what they can as far as natural netting. They're saying, some of the erosion will be hard, metaphorically speaking, to be held. But this is to give a breather. And doing the best we can right now. And they really want us to hold some space for the ones who didn't make it. Taken by surprise. And as we place our hands on the ground in this collective huddle here with our helpers, just opening up our heart space to the ones who didn't make it in the physical during these times. And they say, there's the great crow. They're talking about the great crow is here to help the ones that would like to to go on like the great adventure of the transition. He invites them to hop up on the feathers, the back, crawling up the back of the crow. Up the feathers. They might still feel like they're in a current. And the feathers are nice and strong, the crow says. The raven, the crow. Hold on to the feathers. They're strong. They can hold many. Offering respite. Honoring those that didn't make it. Also honoring the ones who will be waiting for this transition. They're not quite ready, and so we're just holding space for the ones who are not quite ready for that. Hearing the word devastation and confusion, and so we're just sending out this love to them and the confusion of the stepping out of the physical. And they're talking about how there was like this flickering, like the electricity, as far as being in the physical and out of the physical. the flickering of the energy, the flickering of like the lights of life. Makotiat toma yakotanoka anaka ama ashawa yano, and it's taking time for them to just taking time for them. Pakotano paku papa payewa. So one more call for the feathers. Atu atu atu. Anonaku kiamatiama shemayewa. And knowing that the crow knows what to do, the raven, the winged one knows what to do. Matunama. Ashtata, whether it goes into the earth, matuta yewanui. Anotomashtata, like this grand adventure, kunata tanako ashtata yewanui. Anotako katma ashtata yewama. Yewa, for some reason there's like these pakotama kushteta, like the tree and the roots. Tatoma kushtewa, it opens up for the crow, the raven, the winged one, to fly through, to soar. Makutapa, 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 titamama kata, anashtata, mama kutya mama, yanu aka shamatiewa. And so seeing it on its travels, kotako ka, bidding them farewell and thank you. Kupa, 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 kupa. Yano takuma kupa ushawa. And as some of the roots and the things that are growing, hanging down as they fly through, they're willing to take some of the burdens from them. If they would like to release some of those burdens during their travels. Okanotano kokoka natakamaka koko ana ishiwa. Yanuka, safe travels. Yanuka no ishiwa ma koko yawa. Yanatuta, anatuta, ma no kopa no oba ashimatiawa mai. Yewano, yewano, anutia pamawa, yanuka oshamatia, anu. So important to have our hands on the earth when connecting long distance. It's like the long distance operator. Ma papati anuka, anu na mama. To talk to your ancestors. Yato papako no totonoshtita, they're showing me the great horned owl as well. Tititita mako shtitanoa ma yiwa. Manuma kupatita washnata matita no mama matiti nanana kushtitanui. Yano tamako. What a great way when we can't communicate tanuka with the unseen. Anotopak ya kokana yiwa. It's like they're showing me the rotary dial. They're like, I'd like to make a long distance telephone call, please. And if you think about it, like what grows within the earth, the crystals, and the other things we're unaware of. Yana to mama pako amashtatana yawa mama ye yama kana ka mashtata. Yama tuma, we can call kotano tonoshtita, even if it's to leave a message. Ananana makotama koshtata, for the places that are hard to reach, that are far away. Unkatotama. It's a beautiful bird outside. Matutano ka pashawa. And while we're right here still holding the ground, touching the ground, just sending out with the support of our community and linking into other communities, really reaching out to the ones that are maybe on their knees, crying and keening for the losses of, as one community member said, of everything. A lot has changed for many people here in the U.S. and other places as well, where a big change has happened. They're talking about holding it together while everything is undone is really difficult. And if we could do the placing of the hands on the ground when you can, to help them hold things together when things are undone very quickly in their community, in their lives. And then they step back. I'll have to look that song up. Rose Blue. Okay, well, that was, they stepped back, so that's what we have for today. I thank everybody for coming on. Yeah, holding you guys in my heart space. Yeah. All right. You guys go out there and carry on. Carry on in these crazy times. And I hope that your friends, family, even if we don't know them, I hope that the ones just hoping that they can hold on in strength that I know humans have, the strength in community, to help with the quick undoing of things around you. All right. Bye, everybody.